Yeah, so we are powering a new era of financial services. We create an intelligent banking world that fuels dreams, builds communities, and drives prosperity. So we are helping more than 1,800 banks all around the globe to help individuals, businesses, entrepreneurs, and we feel very proud of that. So all these financial institutions are using our intelligent banking cloud platform to manage the client lifecycle management from onboarding, loan origination, credit monitoring, portfolio management, and regulatory compliance. And they do that across all different segments. So retail, SME, commercial banking, and corporate banking. Yeah, we have a tremendous competitive advantage because we were born in the cloud. That is pretty unique thinking in a banking software company. So we started operations in Europe, Middle East, and Africa in 2017, and we have been present in the Middle East since 2023. So we have our first customer live, so that is amazing. And we are expanding our footprint in not just in UAE, but also in other countries in the region. And basically, we see that there is a tremendous opportunity to help financial institutions to transform their lending processes and to reimagine the way how they engage with their customers using our platform. So we have made significant investments, so not just in resources and headcount, but we are also on the way to open a legal entity in the region that shows our commitment in the UAE, but also with Middle East. This idea of being born in the cloud has helped us to adopt AI very, very quickly. So at the end, we started working with AI solutions years ago, and we have been helping banks to solve very specific business challenges using AI tools. So we are speaking about auto spreading, locate and file, so credit memos. So we have done that across many different financial institutions. So we are now moving forward, so transforming the company and embedding AI across all of our platform. So that means that we are also adopting or releasing agentic AI solutions. So that is going to be very relevant for our customers because they will be able to manage, let's say, the workflows through conversation. So it's about moving from a world where we were clicking in on a screen to a world where we are having a conversation related to lending processes, to underwriting, to origination, to credit monitoring, just having a conversation with an agent. So we think that this is going to be very relevant for the banks. We have also seen so far that we are able to save up to 10 hours per banker per week because of the gains we produce or we give them in terms of productivity and efficiency. And well, that is massively helpful in terms of cost optimization, but also thinking in how to grow the loan book without adding more and more expenses, resources in the financial institutions. I think the banking system here in Middle East is pretty unique. So the appetite to grow the business, the appetite to grow the loan books, the appetite also to be much more efficient and even more innovative, it's pretty unique in the industry. So I am based in Europe, and the banks there are pretty conservative, I could say, in general terms. So also the business is not growing as in the Middle East. And honestly, it's a unique opportunity. It's a unique opportunity for us in helping all those financial institutions that are adopting very quickly cloud and also AI. But this is also a unique opportunity for the banks to make a difference in a very, very competitive world. Because I see that Middle East is progressing, is growing quickly, but it's also becoming a very competitive market. So I think it's about efficiency. So we are really helping the banks all around the globe to be much more efficient. It's interesting because what we see are gains between 30 and 50% in our install base. So quite a dramatic change in terms of how efficient they are in the processes, the level of automation, the level of straight-through processing. So I could say that that is very important, but it's not just that. It's also about agility. So they are much more flexible to react to the new market needs, to adapt their products, to create new products. So that is important from a business point of view. And it's about being cost efficient also. So it's about being able to grow that loan book. And I understand that that is an aspiration that every bank in the Middle East has without adding more and more expensive resources. So, and I could say that finally, and even more important than all of this is the access to the innovation. So we provide a very innovative platform. So we have hundreds of engineers that are very focused on creating innovation in the lending business, for the lending business. And we produce 12 releases a year. So it means that they have access to new capabilities, to new features every month. And this is really relevant in a so competitive banking market. So cloud banking has become a reality across almost every geography. So this has happened because of the economies of scale that they provide, cloud banking provides to the financial institutions. We're also speaking about the agility, the flexibility in terms of deploying new services. But I could say that the most important feature or benefit that they are getting when using cloud is related to the innovation. So the level of innovation that is provided using cloud, using software as a service, is unparalleled. It's really incredible. And that is very important for the financial institutions because accessing to that innovation keeps them being competitive in very challenging markets. I think that this is not a one-off journey, it's a process. So banks need to transform their culture, their operating models to really make a good use of the cloud. And I think that the regulators play a very relevant role in this journey because it's not just about accessing to the technology, it's also about establishing the guardrails in the financial sector that related to the data, related to also the resilience of the system that makes the banking industry, make the banking industry to be making a good use of that technology. So I think that AI is not new. So banks have been using artificial intelligence for the last decade, at least. So I remember the first project I made with a very large financial institution, a systemic bank in Western Europe, 10 years ago. But what is different this time is Gen AI, the democratization of the access to the data, and the computing power that the banks have now. So that is very, very different. So we have seen that AI is producing significant benefits for the banks in the lending processes. So we have seen gains of 30 to 50% in terms of efficiency. So we have financial institutions who have shared with us KPIs, the improvements in the KPIs that are super significant and show that there are bankers that are basically saving 10 hours a week using our AI solutions. So for the specific use cases, so we are speaking about financial auto-spreading, we are speaking about locate and file, we are speaking about a tactical use of artificial intelligence. But I think that that is the beginning of the journey. So I think that we, for example, are releasing the first agentic AI solutions that are really going to transform the level of automation in the workflow processes, in the lending processes. So meaning that you are going to have conversations with the agents to go through the lending processes in all the different areas, not just when you capture the data, but also when you start the origination, you make the underwriting, you monitor your portfolio, so all of that. So I think that we are in that second phase, thinking in the adoption of AI, and we expect even bigger gains in terms of efficiency. But we think that the future is really coming soon. We think that we will see loan or lending autonomous systems. We will see that the individuals, the businesses, will make banking using agents. That's the future. And again, we think that that is coming in 1 or 2 years, and we are working in that direction. So this has just started. I think that it's really going to reshape the financial services sector, and it's going to be very, very beneficial for businesses and individuals in terms of customer experience. I think that it's going to give the banks a ton of firepower to reimagine the way how they engage with their customers, but also to be much more efficient in terms of cost-to-income ratios. I think that the automation is a must now. So obviously, when you think in SME, in the SME segment, so you are always thinking in a high level of automation because you are managing a massive amount of loans, and you need to provide an answer to the small business in a very short period of time. But you also need automation when you are thinking in CIB, you are thinking in deals that need to go through many different committees, get approvals from many different participants. You are speaking about very complex products, very complex credit memos. So we are able to manage that complexity, to manage all those products, and to provide the right level of automation across all the different segments. But I think that we need to consider automation also in the context of artificial intelligence, because what we want is to supercharge not just the customer, but also the banker. So we want to help the banker to automatize the low-value task. So to free time for him or her to manage the relationship and to focus in those things that really create value for the customer and for the financial institution.